All right, first thing, that label's got to go. I'm not from Oklahoma and my name's not Joe. I think it'd look good if it said Louisiana Lou, don't you? Hey, you're watching Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And what I want to do today is give a review of that grill right over yonder. It's an Oklahoma Joe Blackjack. I'm not sure if it's named after a fella from Oklahoma named Joe or a black fella named Jack. Whatever, it's my grill right now. I think it's named after the card game though, because I'm taking a gamble on it, all right? I didn't want a new grill. No, see, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you, all right? Let me tell you. That's a word. It's a contraction with 2 apostrophes because it's made out of 4 words. Let me tell you a story. See, my son had to go down to LC yesterday. Now, if you're not from Southwest Louisiana, you might not know what LC stands for, Lake Charles, all right? Had to go down to Lake Charles. He had some kind of band thing going on. I figured while I was there, I'd go into Stein. Now, if you don't know what Stein is, Stein, see, they got Stein like this sign, right? See, Stein like the sign, right? Yeah, see, Stein. See, like if you go, like, you ever been to Home Depot? And you go in there and you think, well, this looks like a Lowe's, but everything's orange. Or you walk into Lowe's and you think, this looks like a blue Home Depot. When we walk into Stein, everything's green instead of blue or orange. But that's kind of what it is, right? So I walked into Stein, and they sell Old Smoky at Stein, you know? So anyway, I thought, well, I want to cook some peri-peri chicken. And because I like peri-peri chicken, that's why I wanted to cook peri-peri chicken, because I like it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't cook it. So anyway, I'm going to go into Stein because I need a new grill grate for my Old Smoky, because my Old Smoky's old now. It's about 4 years old, and I need to replace the grill grate on it. Probably need a new charcoal grate, too. So I walked in there with the mind, I'm going to get me a new charcoal grate, new grill grate for my Old Smoky. And they had Old Smokies on sale for $79. And I stopped and I looked at them, and I thought, maybe I should buy a new Old Smoky. Maybe I should just buy a new Old Smoky instead of just buying a new grill grate, and not just buy a new Old Smoky. It'd been 4 years since I got mine. It's in good shape. All I need is a grill grate. So I thought, okay, I'll just get the grill grate. So then I start to walk past all the other grills and everything that they got, you know, from different brands and whatever, and that aren't Old Smoky. And go over to where they got the shelves with the racks and everything on it, so I can get me a new grill grate and a new charcoal grate. And I wound up walking past this thing. I kind of bumped into it. I was like, oh, Lord, look at that. Oklahoma Joe. Now, me and Oklahoma Joe, we go way back to the early 90s when they used to be made out of thick steel and made in Oklahoma. And a friend of mine who taught me how to barbecue, he barbecued in the Oklahoma Joe. That thing weighed a ton, all right? Then Oklahoma Joe sold out the Char-Broil, and they're a cheap, big box store brand now. And they're probably, you know, skepticism aside, Oklahoma Joe's probably one of the better Chinese-made box store brands of stuff than other ones, but it's still, you know, cheap Chinese box store brand. But I still, you know, I thought, well, whatever. I didn't even know they made a kettle grill. But then it had a sign on it, and this is what the sign said. Yeah, $82.50. Says I was saving $247. No, when you buy something on sale, you're not saving money. You're spending money. You're just not spending as much money as you would have spent if you hadn't bought it on sale. That's what. All right. Anyway, thought about it. I said, why is this only $247? So I called. I said, is this right? If I take it over there to the register, will I get it for this price? He said, yeah. You see, it says C over there. That's close out. I thought, well, why are they closing this out? What's wrong with it? I didn't even know Oklahoma Joe made a kettle grill. I knew they made a Bronco, which is a drum smoker. I kind of like drum smokers. I got 3 of them. That's why I don't have a Bronco, or I would have a Bronco if I didn't have another drum smoker. But I got 3 kettle grills too, but that was $82.50, you know? So I said, well, all right, I'll take it. I looked at it and everything, and I thought, well, I sat right there by it, and I went to the Amazon site, and I started reading reviews, and I went to the Blackjack site from the Oklahoma Joe, started reading reviews. I said, well, these are probably all rigged, and I couldn't watch YouTube right there in the store, but I was reading stuff, and finally I said, you know what, $82.50, I'm gonna buy it. So anyway, I bought it. Let me show it off to you, okay? And we'll see what this video does, and if the video gets a number of views, if some of y'all want me to cook on it or use it on my show, I will. And, you know, if you know, maybe 10, 12 people get interested in this thing, maybe I'll cook on it. If I only get like 5 or 6 people interested in this video, maybe I'll flip it come January. I don't know. Anyway, let me show you what's going on with this grill. All right, well, here it is, and my camera's off the tripod, so I can give you a once around on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I got. You know, some schmucks, they look at these things for weeks online and whatever and decide to go ahead and buy them. So they pull the trigger and they order it, and they got to wait a few days for it to come in the mail or through the delivery system of some sort. And then they got it in a box, and then they got to put it together, and then they got a lot of packing materials to get rid of. I picked it up at the store, fully assembled, because it's the store model, for $82.50. Yep, at Stein. Sometimes I rationalize my grill purchases by comparing myself to Tom Horseman. I'm not in competition with him because there's no way I can compete with that. But what I do is I say to myself, I could buy that grill and I still wouldn't have nearly as many as Tom Horseman does. All right, but all is not hunky-dory though, okay? Because I had to park, I didn't have to park, but I did park like way out in the parking lot, the concrete part in the parking lot from Stein's. Stein is a big home improvement store, and I wheeled it across the concrete instead of pulling the truck up there. And so the wagon wheels kind of got dinged up. And then this one is loose right there. There's a screw that goes through there. And that one fell out, I guess, out on the concrete or something. When I got home, I noticed it was missing. But you know what? I bet I could find a screw or a bolt for it that cost less than the $247.49 that I saved on this thing. Well, all right, let's open it up and take a better look at the inside. The grill lid is on a hinge. The hinge has a little wobble to it. I don't know if that's because it's not stabilized down there, as I showed you earlier, or if maybe the hinge isn't put on right or what. I guess the hinge is on right. But the bad thing about the hinge is you can't rotate the grill lid. So you see, you got a thermometer and you got the exhaust port, and like on a Weber or something, you can rotate the lid. Here, what you would have to do is rotate the food on the grill grate. Now, it's got this nice book. I'm not gonna need that book to assemble it because it's pretty much already assembled. I figured out I gotta put a bolt down there. Did look at it earlier, as you saw, to get the, I need to, you know, get one of these bolts right here. Let's see. Yeah, see, I'm gonna need a 1/4 inch by 20 by 1/2 inch bolt, all right? But other than that, I'm not gonna really need that, I guess, because it's already assembled. I do understand that I could switch the shelf and this handle rack thingy to the other sides if I wanted to. I think they screw in down here. Got this grilling guide. Let's see. Oh, dang, there's stickers. I didn't know there was stickers in here. That's the first I looked at it. A lot of people like to use stickers. Some YouTube channels have stickers. I don't have stickers because I'm not important enough to have stickers. You got to be like a big YouTube channel with like 100,000 subscribers or something before you get stickers. But anyway, that ain't me, right? And only idiots would put, you know, a sticker of their favorite grill brand on the back of their pickup truck. I would never do that. Golly. I bet this thing looked fine coming home in the back of my truck with the Old Smoky label right above it, you know? All right, anyway, put the sticker here. I might or might throw them away. I might use them, I don't know. Does it have recipes in it? Okay, I'm probably not going to read the corrections. Customize. Let's see. All right. Customize. Let's see what it says here. You can customize it by buying a bunch of more crap from Oklahoma Joe's we want to take your money for, so that you could have more cool stuff to put on your cheap Chinese made big box store grill. Like the cover and the fire starters, which you can't get from any other brand, of course, you know. And a charcoal lighter, which I have stuff like that. And a chimney. I got chimneys by other brands. And Surface temperature thermometer. Well, you know, I got my ThermoWorks stuff, right? Charcoal manager. What the heck is that? Manager cook. The Oklahoma Joe's charcoal manager, which allows you to arrange coals in unique patterns for controlling burning. I'm trying to read through the video, all right, so I can read better than that. That's actually kind of looks cool, but I don't need a new griddle, but that kind of looks dumb. I don't know. Pictures, there's no recipes in here. That's worthless. All right, take the grate out. As you can see, it just got caught on these things which hold the hinge on. But if I remove the hinge, don't use it with a hinge, then I wouldn't have that problem. All right, so this is the charcoal grate. There's my price tag that fell through to the bottom. That's the best part of this grill right there. $82.50. Woo! All right, charcoal goes on this. That's porcelainized too. That's nice. Now, I saw on some YouTube reviews, some other guys, you know, that are much better than me at reviewing stuff. And reviews I read on Amazon about this charcoal system. Remember, I never even heard of this type of grill before yesterday. I knew Oklahoma Joe's had a drum smoker called a Bronco, which I've been interested in maybe the past few years, but I've got 3 drum smokers. But I didn't know they had a kettle grill. And so I saw guys complaining about the fact that the ash collector, you just pick up in a pan like that, and then boom, there's the bottom, right? There's the ash collector. And I'm thinking, when I saw this, I thought, oh, that's cool. It's like a drum smoker. And then I read reviews and people complaining, you have to remove the grill grate and the charcoal grate to get to the ashes. And I'm thinking, you have to do that in a drum smoker? I cook in drum smokers. I thought this was a cool idea, really. But I'm a drum smoker guy. But, you know, the kettle grill guys were whining and complaining and crying and snowflaking and stuff about the fact that you can't remove the ash from down here like you can on a Weber. Of course, mine on a Weber is just a little saucer thing that's open. I don't have one of the ones that's controlled. Anyway, I thought this was a good idea, but oh well. We'll see how it goes. It just sits right down in there like that. There's a hole here. I guess I could bolt it in. What are those holes for? I don't know what those holes are there for. Oh well. That's that. Let's reassemble it. This goes here, and that goes there. So that's it. All right, so what would I cook on this first? Let's see. I know, I could cook some tofu. Yeah, some vegan bean burgers, some romaine or even iceberg lettuce. I thought that tastes real good on the grill, wouldn't it? Goodness gracious. Oh, y'all think I ought to cook meat. Okay, I got some meat in the freezer. I got some Himalayan possum. Yeah, I'm gonna cook some Himalayan possum on it. Himalayan possum. Because I found Himalayan on the road. Oklahoma Joe, oh no, you got to go. Let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, now it's a Louisiana Lou. I sure hope that fishing gear company doesn't sue.